if I was in any big organization, I would want my organization to be looked at and viewed by its own employees as cool. That's what I would like. I would like my own employees not just to look on the company as a company that produces a product or that supports certain services, but to be a company that's innovative, pushing forward, and for it to have some kind of like culture. Like Microsoft is famous for its culture, Facebook is famous for its culture, Apple maybe was famous for its culture. For it to have something that's some creative core within it. Now, an example of this would be like a really flashy, trendy magazine type website, which would be updated on a almost daily basis with interesting ideas, with innovation, with stories. It doesn't have to be directly related to the company and what the company is doing, but also related to the market and the world, and sharing good things, good ideas, and good stories. And there doesn't seem to be too much of that with the big companies. Even something that, you know, that they I don't know, like a Rolling Stone magazine kind of website that was cross-cultural, with seeing to support people with interesting stories, because people don't really follow companies. They don't really follow products. They follow people more than anything. You can like a product. You can buy products from specific companies. That's fine. But people really and truly only follow people. And if you want to understand that in terms of, say, business, or in terms of news, for example, people get their news from people. And it has to be somebody that they trust. And that's what all the social media is. Social media is the redirection of corporate sponsored news through individuals that people trust to society. And people forget that. People forget that people follow people, that we get our opinions from people, our ideas from people, our philosophies from people. We live in a world which is cult of personality, where everything is driven by the ideas that people have about certain people. Some of them right, some of them wrong. But and if you've got somebody who is a chief scientist, you would want, within the organization, you would want people to know who the chief scientist is. You'd want him to be presented as somebody outgoing with some kind of level of personality. You'd want to know something about him that you could relate to as a human being, so you feel like the company is not just an osmosis of things, it's actually real people, and it brings personality to the table as well. And those things matter, because that's what community is built from, and all successful companies have their own culture and community within them. You can't build without community, right? And so if community is not part of the core focus of your bigger organization, nothing will get built at all, because everybody will be acting against everybody rather than with everybody to build. I see that in the technical things that I'm involved in, where in order to build anything technical, you need a team of diverse people with a shared interest, and without that, nothing grows. Without that, nothing can really be built. But that ought to be something that is front and center of keeping people connected and interested and engaged and I think big companies, if you can afford to pay a lot of money to a, I don't know, diversity expert, yeah, to ensure that the company has a diverse cross section of employees, then you can afford to have somebody looking at the culture and building the culture within an organization as well. Not an easy thing to do, but in terms of long-term success, it matters.